Yeah, I like to have fun with Twitter, and a lot of people ask me, how do you come up with those humorous tweets? Guys, you're better than this. Let's go. I need something tonight. Bean burrito? Bean burrito does not get it done. Jesse, 140 characters, 140. Only a Wyoming fan would like that. That's right, Dorian, you're starting tonight, baby. Yeah, it's nothing. It just comes to me.
All right, welcome back here to the Ram Report. Brian Roth back with you. Always thrilled to be joined by Kristen Holt, coach of the women's basketball team. Rams go 1-1 here this past week as they opened up Mountain West Conference play, a win against Air Force, then a tough road loss down in Fort Worth to TCU. We opened with the Air Force game, and one of your best performances of the season. You guys went 73-39. I know you didn't think you were going to cruise to a victory like that.
No, we thought we'd have a tougher game. Air Force typically shows a lot of grit and keeps fighting you the entire game, but I thought we took the air out of them pretty early, and especially in the second half when we came out and we scored and we just kept building on that lead. It just really kind of deflated them, I think. So it was neat to get a lot of people in and get Kim going. She made a couple threes, and once she made those threes, you could kind of feel the relief, not only from our team, but from the crowd, that, you know, we got to get her on track if we're going to do something. Yeah,
and Air Force got called with the technical before the ball even got thrown in the air.
That's a nice way to start the game.
That kind of set the tone, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
They didn't have their starters or their scorebook right. And certainly those are mistakes that happen. The Rams will take it. How about your defense against the Falcons? Because you look at some of those numbers game-wide, you hold them to 18% shooting from the floor, but even the first half, they were 4 of 33 from the floor.
Yeah, I think our defense all year has been pretty solid. Now we've had, you know, like in the TCU game, which I know we'll talk about here in a minute, we didn't start out well defensively, and that kind of got us behind the 8 ball. But in the Air Force game, we were scrapping and we were gritty, and our zone was very effective against them, and we pretty much stayed in the zone the rest of the game.
Yeah. You said you liked the energy coming out. What was the reason for the energy? Was it because, hey, here's conference play, and was maybe some of that due to the fact that what we talked about last week, about the fact they beat you in the Mountain West tournament last year?
Well, we reminded our players of that, not that they've forgotten, but we didn't need a lot of motivation in this game. I know Sam was really excited to get this one going, and she and Diamond James, they've really gone at it here in the last couple contests, and they did it again here on our floor. But I think the way our teams approached a conference is, yeah, we had a disappointing non-conference record, but we feel it prepared us for conference, and now we're kind of focusing in on that record as opposed to looking back.
Yeah. So Colorado State gets the conference opening victory against Air Force here at Moby Arena. Then a always tough road trip down to Fort Worth, where the Rams would take on the TCU Horned Frogs. You would drop that game 79-71, and I know as you look back, you kind of rue and lament that start to the game, a 15-0 run for the Frogs to open up.
Yeah, they were hot from the 3, and that's where we thought maybe we could capitalize on them. And coming in, they were at 27%. From the 3, but they hit a couple right off the bat, and they had a lot for the game. But the really good thing I thought about our team is even though that was a tremendous bit of adversity right at the beginning, we really fought and clawed back into the game and had our chances to win that game, but we just couldn't make plays when we needed to in the second half.
What goes through your mind as a coach when you put so much effort into a scouting report? And here you see TCU shoots 27% from 3. They only make 5 threes per game, yet they come out, they hit 7 first half threes and 12 for a game.
Right. Well, it's really aggravating. It makes you wonder why do we spend this much time watching film? But and the thing that was discouraging about my team is that we allowed, when they made those threes, to really disorient us. And then our zone defense, which has been pretty solid in our rotations, we're just really out of whack. We were doing things I've never seen us do before. And so you just can't, your team can't just totally lose it mentally when something goes wrong. They've got to just stick to the game plan. We didn't get the ball to the post at the beginning of that game, and that was certainly something we wanted to do.
Yeah, and I know it's harder to overcome something like that when you're on the road. If you're at home, you can right the ship a little bit. How about a couple performances quickly? Sam Martin, 28, and LaDeya Forte at 17.
Well, and that was something we did really well. After the first few minutes, we got Sam the ball, and she did a great job of scoring, and again was dealing with some knee issues right before half. I didn't know if she'd make it through. She kind of fought through and then had a great second half. And then LaDeya was tremendous from the field, shot very well. I thought that was one of her better games of the year.
Yeah. Speaking of LaDeya Forte, we'll introduce you to the Ram freshman who is running the point for Colorado State. That comes up next here on the Ram Report. Stay with us.
You can be a part of Moby Madness. Buy season tickets, mini plans, and more at csurams.com, giving you more ways to cheer on the Rams. csurams.com.
Twitter is great. Here's one. That darn cat is in the tree again. Where's a 7-footer when I need one?
Here, kitty, kitty, come on.
Heard you looking for a 7-footer.
Wow, Coach Miles, this is crazy. I just tweeted that.
Trevor, you got this?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he's more of a dog guy. This ought to do the trick.
Okay, thanks.
That's what we're here for. Go Rams!
Solving real-world problems is a hallmark of research at Colorado State University. CSU's Animal Cancer Center customizes university research to fit the real world, translating groundbreaking animal cancer treatments into new therapies for human cancers. From animals to humans, the Cancer Center brings innovation and hope to cancer patients. Colorado State University Research. Local discovery, global impact.
Well, it's our final segment here on the Ram Report as we continue to talk some Colorado State women's basketball. Brian Roth back with you. And, of course, Kristen Holt, head coach of the Colorado State women, continues to join us on set. We're going to introduce Ram fans to LaDeya Forte. I know Ram fans that have seen her play really like the style she plays. She's a freshman, but a freshman that's getting a ton of time for you.
She is, and then it's a lot more time than I expected her to get this year. And the added pressure of being our only point guard on our roster that's healthy, and the number of minutes she has to play. You know how your team kind of goes like your point guard does. I mean, there's just a lot there that she has, a burden that she's got to take on herself in her freshman year. And with that said, you see the improvement in her game, and she's an exciting, fun player to watch, and I just think she's getting better every single day.
Yep, coming off a career-high 17 points on the road at TCU. Here's the Ram freshman point guard all the way from Florida.
Now LaDeya Forte is going to step into a long three. Good. LaDeya Forte showing her range from the right wing.
LaDeya Forte is going to quickly respond with a jump shot from just inside the arc on the left wing.
My name is LaDeya Forte. I'm from Pensacola, Florida. I'm a freshman, and I'm studying health and exercise science. School's pretty good. I had a few tough classes, but I was able to get through it. You know, I had a lot of help, like the academic center. I hope to be like a trainer or something, maybe the physical therapy or something like that, but I'm not really sure right now. So
Swing out, belly out, okay?
we practice, 5 hours a day, and then you have to do study hall, you have to eat, and then you're tired. So you just have to find the balance and the time to put in studying.
Outlets to Forte. Forte dumps it underneath to a trailing Megan Heimstra.
I just love everything about it, like the squeaking of the shoes on the floor, the sound of the net. It just, I don't know, it's been with me so long. I started at 3 years old, so it's just part of me.
Off the mark, good rebound by Forte on the far side to get the board. She's going to press pace, 3-on-3 break for Colorado State. Forte stops and swishes from the top of the key.
You have to run the team, make sure everybody's where they're supposed to be, make sure everybody knows everything. Just have to take charge and be a leader, which I'm still learning to do so, but I'm getting there. It's tough, but I'm getting through it. I have, coach showing me the way. They're patient with me. I just have to soak everything up and just put to use.
Wanted out of there by Megan Heimstra.
On defense, if you don't have help or you get beat, you can trust that somebody's going to be there for you. So we just know each other so well, especially like with me. I say I dribble to the paint, kick it out. I know Kim's going to be right there to hit the shot.
Kick out to Mestog in the corner for three. Good.
I see great success. Like, we have a lot of good players coming in next year and everything. I know our schedule's going to get tougher, but as also, we're going to be a better team. So I think we have good things coming.
The Colorado State Rams get their first win of this season.
Again, that's a look at LaDeya Forte, the freshman from Pensacola, Florida. The Rams continue conference play, and they continue on the road Tuesday night as they travel to Boise State, the newest conference member. They're going to have a short stay in the conference, but hey, it's a team that has won 11 games on the season, and they've opened up conference 2-0.
They're a good team. They were picked to finish last, but I think that's because no one really knew what they would be like. They've got two really good players that are averaging double figures. We've got our work cut out for us. I saw them play against New Mexico. They looked very good, and they beat Air Force at Air Force by, I think, 7 or 8. But a transition team and a good shooting team.
Yeah. Going up to a new gym, new place, Boise, Idaho, that should be fun for the girls, huh?
Yeah, most of them I don't think have been to Boise, and it's going to be a good game for us. It's a game that we need to get. A road win is needed if you're going to do anything in this conference, and I think our team. I thought we played well against TCU, not well enough to win, but I think we came out of there with confidence, and I hope we can roll that into this Boise game. Yeah,
certainly a better start. Will help out for the Rams as well. 6 o'clock is the tip-off coming up on Tuesday night from Taco Bell Arena up in Boise. Then you guys return home. You get a little bit of a break, a 3-day break before Wyoming comes in here to Moby Arena. Saturday afternoon, matinee affair at 1 o'clock, and so Wyoming basketball program, Joe Ligurski's had it going pretty good, but they've kind of struggled this year.
Very young, completely different than last year. Last year they had tons of experience. This year, very inexperienced, but a good group of players that they're scary because you never know when they're just going to kind of turn that corner. Basically, we tell our players at this point in the season, you're no longer a freshman, you're now sophomore. Yeah. And so I think that they've got kids that can certainly get the job done.
All right, Kristen, best of luck. Travel safe to Boise.
Thank you.
Okay, that's Kristen Holt, the head coach of the Colorado State women's basketball team. That's going to wrap it up. Another edition here of the Ram Report. Thank you to Kristen and, of course, head coach Tim Miles. For everyone, I'm Brian Roth saying so long. Thanks for joining us on the Ram Report.
Away, came to Dorian, right down the lane, got it to Bell, and he throws it down.
Thanks for joining us on the Ram Report with Tim Miles. Join us again next time.